What is up, Shark Army? It's me, GameShark, and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing the new game Garden Flipper, which is a DLC to the original game House Flipper. Now, I love House Flipper, I was very addicted to it, it's such a fun, relaxing game. And there's been a new DLC which got released yesterday on the 16th, which is Garden Flipper. So instead of decorating houses and refurbishing them to sell, you can now do gardening as well. It's a new skill in the game with loads of new outdoor furniture and tons of stuff, so you can create your dream gardens. So we're going to become a professional gardener today. We're going to do a little bit of work, help some people's gardens out, and then we're going to do our own garden on my own house that I have bought in this game, and we are going to design an amazing modern dream garden. So you can check out Garden Flipper on Steam right now. It is around $10 I think to buy as a DLC, but obviously you do need House Flipper in order to run the Garden Flipper because it's DLC. I'll put all the links to the Garden Flipper on Steam and stuff like that down below in the description if you want to check it out. But let's get into this and let's design some amazing gardens. So with the new garden DLC, if you go into your tab, you'll now have the option to choose garden furniture as well as the house at the top left up here, and then you can see all the new decorations that you can use to decorate gardens with. And also if you go into your perks, you will now have a new skill which is called gardener. Every time you do a little bit of work like mowing and picking out weeds and stuff like that, get rid of mole rats, you will get skill points to level up. Now this is my little office. I've still not sold this. This is where I accept all of the jobs and stuff like that. I have tidied all my garden up. I got rid of all of the grass and the weeds just to get a few skill points up. Now if I go over to the office, I do own my own house, which is this here. I've not fully furbished the inside yet, and I've not done anything on the garden, so we can design a nice garden on this at the end of the video. But first, what we can do is go into the mail, and you'll now have jobs to do for garden as well. They'll be green like this. It's got a little flower next to it, so now this is a garden job. So you can do housework and also gardening jobs. So we're going to do this together just to show off the gardening and see how it works. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit... my throat is a little bit sore today, but this should be fun. Let's see how the gardening goes, get a little rundown, get a few skill points, and then we'll design a really nice garden at the end of the video. So if you do want to see that, then make sure you keep watching until the end of the video. So here we go, planting is now available. Look for plants in the garden category in your shop and we will get a little shovel. You've unlocked the garden hose. Using the garden hose, you'll be able to water flowers, fill the water tanks and wash the dirt outside of the house. So look at this, we get a nice little hose pipe, and you can clean dirt and water the plants. How awesome is that? So look at this, they've got a nice little patio area, a gazebo with some chairs underneath it. That is quite nice. So what do we need to do? What tasks have we got to do? I forgot to read what they said. Okay, so we need to remove the weeds and plant a shrub and also scatter the surface. Single coloured gravel. Okay, well here are the weeds. We've got some like dandelions here, or daffodils, or whatever you want to call them. So we can just go up to the weeds, pick them until it gets to 100%. It's going to show us the basics of how this works. Okay, so that's the weeds done in that area. We've got a few more weeds somewhere lying around here. There it is. That's that one done, and we've got the skill point as well. So let's pick a new skill. So I've been going for the speed, so we've got the large trimmer and also a better shovel. But because we're going to be planting, let's upgrade the quick skill so we get 8% faster planting. Let's go ahead and do that. So in this tile here, we need to plant a coniferous shrub. Okay, so if we find the shrub that we're looking for, there's so many. We'll probably want to type this in. Oh, there's so many different ones. Okay, we can get this. So that's going to get planted into the ground. So if we put this here like so, and then we press plant, so now we get to dig a hole. The hole is now dug, and then we can insert the plant which is in and then put the soil back around, and there we go. So that as planted, as you can see, we've got a nice shrub in the middle, and now we need to scatter some coloured gravel around it, which I'm guessing is this stuff here. So what shall we do? Can we can we use this one? Oh, we got the wrong one. Damn it. Okay, so we need the single coloured gravel. Okay, let's go back. So there it is, single coloured gravel. That's the colour we want, the white. We'll go with the standard. We can have yellow, red, or white. Let's have the white, and then we can just scatter this around. There we go, and the percent is now going up. So if we just fill out all of this area with the gravel, it's going to look nice with the shrub in the middle. So there we go. That is one done, and now we need to do the same on this side. And I'm guessing on this side too. Yes. And yes, so we're going to repeat this on all of these little squares here, and it's going to look nice as you're walking down there. We'll get some different shrubs though. Oh, this is a nice wide one, so let's go ahead and plant this one. We'll go, is that in the middle? Like so. We're going to plant this. Let's dig the hole. We are the best gardener ever, and we get paid for this. This is a job. Now, a funny little fact for you guys is, before I did YouTube, I actually did gardening. I've done an apprenticeship for nearly 2 years, so I am a qualified gardener in horticulture and agriculture. And then from that apprenticeship, I did do a little bit of gardening with my big brother. We used to do people's gardens and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I would share that information. So I used to do stuff like this. Okay, so we've got another little coniferous shrub here. We're going to plant this one. I'm going to have 4 different ones if we can. Put that in. Dig the soil around it, and there we go. That is a different one. We need to give it a water, and then we're gonna have one more. I might have the same one as this one here, so it looks nice. Oh, we've got this one here that spreads. We'll have this one. Why not? So we've put all the shrubs in. So we're just gonna need this gravel again, which I'm gonna go ahead and get, and then we have finished. Oh, we can actually use the mouse scroll to make this bigger. I didn't realize that. That's gonna help a lot. Oh, damn! This one's a 2-colored. Oh God, what's this one? 2-colored gravel and a single colored gravel. Okay, so this one can go here, right? Yes. On the other squares, we need to have a different color gravel, which don't make sense to me, but this is what the owners want, you know? This is what the customer wants. We're just doing the job. Okay, so that's that one done as well. So we've got this one and that one done. I can't get into these corners for some reason. It's not letting me. So it looks a little bit messy, but it doesn't matter. So now we need a 2-colored gravel. So let's go with this one. This looks quite nice. So that's that one done, and we can go the same over here, a 2-stone one, 2-colored stone gravel. I don't think there's nothing else to do. I think that's everything, unless we need to do anything on the back. I don't think we do. This is the dentist's garden. We're only 97% complete, so I feel like we're missing something. Oh, so there we go. I just missed a little bit of gravel on this side here. But look at this garden, guys. The way that glitters and shines in the sun is amazing. So that is a nice little basics tutorial on how to do the garden flipper. Just planting, using the surface thing, pulling out weeds. So we've completed that order 100%. We've got nearly 2 grand for that. That'll do. We've got an achievement too, beginner gardener. So what I want to do now is, we've got another gardening one. We need to remove bushes. We could do that. We will go over to my house and do the garden, because if we go over to here, I'm not sure what the garden's like in this. And plus, I do want to sell this house eventually. I don't know if I want to spend money on the garden. I mean, there's a little bit of a front garden here. We could definitely have a little good design on here. Now, I'll show you the back garden. Garden hose. Look at this. We just cleaned the graffiti off of the garage. That is nice. But I'll take you through to the back. And could we do anything on here? Oh, we've already got a pool, which is quite nice. So we could have some like chairs and a nice little gazebo. So we could definitely decorate this. So in fact, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We've got some weeds that we need to get rid of in the garden. So we'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, as you can see, this is my house and I'm currently decorating. I've not finished the insides of it yet. I've got the fireplace, nice little telly above there. I've got no furniture in it, but this was all a proper mess. And I've repainted it all white because I want it to be modern. This is going to be the kitchen. As you can see, we've still got some more bedrooms and other rooms to do. The bathroom's not even complete yet. Garage, it's been painted, and that is about it. And this little bedroom here, or this whatever room this wants to be, I'm thinking about knocking down the bathroom and extending this into one big bedroom, because I don't really need the bathroom here when there's already one there. So, and then we can open this door and we've got a nice little patio to come out into the garden. So let's do the front garden first. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We've got £58,000. So we can definitely have a little mess around with this. And yeah, let's see, shall we? So, can I sell the tree? Can I dig it out? I want to get rid of this tree, but I don't think it's going to let me get it out. Right, okay, so we've got some weeds that I want to get rid of there as well. Now, this white floor I don't like. So, I'm going to sell all of this. And we're going to put a brand new flooring down. Something that looks nice. And that's going to be the same with the back as well. Because, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. I don't really like it that much. It looks very dull and I want it to be bright and modern. So let's remove all of this floor. We've got some gravel underneath there as well, but we're going to get rid of that too. We'll just do the front garden for now. So let's go and choose a nice new, negotiation. We've got a skill. 10% of the order's requirements, or we can negotiate the price. That's pretty cool. So let's go into store garden, and I want surfaces down. Now we've got some slabs here, which is paving slabs. Now these would look quite nice. Now, I quite like this floor, you know, it's like a sandy yellow colour which matches the outside of the house. So how about we do this? What do you guys think to that? That's quite a nice, unique colour. Can we get smaller ones for the middle there? And also, I'm gonna probably want one for here too. Let me just double check to see if we can find this in a smaller size. So the one we've got is called Symphonia. So let's try and find these. There we go, they're the smaller ones that we want. Now let's spin this around and hopefully we can fit these in nicely. And the last one for the middle here, boom. Okay, so this is kind of the little idea I'm going with. At the side, I'm going to have some like little plants and stuff and a little bit of gravel going around the edges, like a little border around the nice little flooring tile here. It's very awkward to match these up, and there's different like shapes and stuff you can get as well. For example, if I want to fill this out here where the gate is, you've got to get a different size, which is like these ones here. They come with no curb and stuff like that. So if we get this one here, we want the yellow colour. Now we've got to try and match this up, but I don't think it's going to let us because it's a little bit too big, this one. And trying to match it up is very, very difficult. We've got this one here. Will this one match up? This one looks perfect. But it's not matching up, as you can see. It's very weird to like match those up because of all the patterns, and it's quite difficult. But for now, that's all I'm going to do because I can't be bothered. Now I want this going all the way across here. We're going to have a little bit of board. I don't know if we can fit any plants in there or not. So I'm just going to make this path go all the way around here. We can have like a little sitting area, tables and chairs there. So let me finish the floor off. I'm going with the beige border and the yellow tiles or pattern. The sandy colour. Oh, I messed that one up. Let's move that one back. There we go. So that's all we can get out of that if we want it to match up. We're going to have to, like say, have some plants going around here. Maybe just one chair and table on there. I don't know how this is going to go, but let me do the borders now and get some shrubs or some plants going around the edges here. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So there we go. I'm going for these like yellowish green shrubs. They look quite nice like that. I'm going to keep them in the pots. Obviously, I'm going to get some gravel to go around them. And I'm going to have some like probably, I don't know what to have on this little green patio here. Maybe some big trees or something. Now let's get some gravel to go around the edges of these little nice plants. Okay, so this is the stones I'm going for. Just like a mix of different coloured pebbles. We're going to go around the edges here, neaten it all up. And then I put some yellow flowers in between as well, as you can see. This looks quite nice. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some turf down on here, just to showcase that off, because you can use turf on this. And it'd be quite good to roll down and see how that works. So just on this little green bit here, this is all going to be turf. Then we can get some furniture on there. Or a pond. A nice pond would be good here. Maybe let's do that. Okay, so here's what it's looking like so far, guys. We've gravelled all in between these plant pots, all the way around the edges, just down here. I've even gone up towards the garage door, and also all of the sides here. I've just got to do all of this down here now, which I'm going to go about that size. And I don't know what I'm going to put in this garden yet. I've obviously got a tree in the middle which I can't get rid of, so I'm gonna have to leave that there and then work something out around it. But there we go, just like that. Look at this. I can have some plants going around the edges, a little table and chairs in the corner here. I'm gonna put a pond at the back there. It's getting night time now though, which does suck. But the garden, the front garden, it's taking a long time to put down all of these slabs and the plants and all of this pebbles. It takes a long time, but look at this garden already. It's already looking a lot better than it did. Wouldn't you agree, guys? So, shall we try and do the pond? Look at the size of this thing, guys. Now this could be good right in the middle of this. I think this would work quite well. Right around there? Yeah, that would look good. Let's insert this. So now we've got to dig the hole out, of course, to get the pond in. It's not a very big one, but just a little pond. I'm going to get some like nice little garden gnomes and ornaments and flowers around it. So let's insert the pond. Put the soil around, fill with water. The pond was mounted. Look at this. I'm going to put this gravel what's here all the way around it as well, I think. That would look quite nice. But we now have a pond here. Now these plants can be, I think, planted, but because it's not grass, they aren't getting planted. For example, when it's on the grass, you can see it says plant, but we can't do that. Oh, it's too close. Okay, so we need to just move these back a little bit. There we go. That's what we'll do. I'm going to move these back a little bit, guys, and then we can actually plant all of these into the actual ground. So let's go ahead and do this. These would look better, I think, when they're in the ground. It was too close to the path, so we couldn't do that. So let's do this. Soil around, water it. And there we go. That looks nice. It's actually in the ground now. I'm going to do this with all of them and I'll show you when it's done. As you can see on the map, the little radar at the top right, I saw red circles and I was wondering what they were. It's because these weren't planted. But we'll get there. We will get there. Oh yes, they look beautiful. in the ground. We should have put the pebbles around last, I think, but really loving this garden flipper. This DLC is amazing. When I was playing the original house flipper and decorating all the houses, I was always wondering how good it would be to decorate the gardens as well. Now, when I used to play The Sims, when I used to decorate the houses, I was always more excited to do the outside and the gardens as well. So I much prefer doing the gardens in games rather than the actual houses itself. I feel like I'm better in that kind of environment. And it's much more fun because we're outdoors, you know how it is. I mean, come on, this is just great. And look at that, guys. This is our beautiful pond area. We've got some flowers around it. Lots of different kind of flowers filled with bark as well. So there's bark going all the way around the edges. That is amazing. And look, guys, we've even got a beautiful little garden gnome just sitting there next to the water. Is there anything else that we could do? Oh, the flamingo. This would be good. Where can we put the flamingo? Is there any spaces for him? There we go. Look at that. That is beautiful, and I'm very happy with that. That's a nice little front garden area. I do want some more of these pots here, what I've got. I've planted those ones. I need to move these forward a little bit, move backwards and plant them. I don't know if it's going to let us do that, with them being all the bark and that there, so I'm not going to bother about that too much. But I do want something going along here on the edge, and that's actually not too bad. Now I just need something going on here. Like I said, I'm going to do the turf, so I'm just going to have a little mess around with that right now. Oh, look at the size of this. Okay, so if we put the turf like that, shall we roll it up? Okay, what happened there? Let's try that again. And there we go, look at this, guys. We're putting our turf down. It might be a bit uneven. I don't know how straight this garden is. I'm not sure if we've already got turf down on this or not. Could this already be turf? It looks exactly the same. Yeah, so maybe all this is turfed up anyway. Okay, so we don't need to do that. Now I have got a nice little table here. I'm going to place that down, and I'm going to get some chairs around it. It's only a small little table. So there we go. So we've got some nice little sofas with a chair. I might get a plant for this corner here. That's quite pretty. I quite like that. That's quite nice. We've got a little matching furniture plant pot there as well. I might have another one on this side. And there we go. That's quite pretty. Can we have something on the table? Look at that. We've got some nice little ornaments. We've got a nice fountain there with a light switch on it to give it a little bit of light as well. So this will look quite nice at night time. I love it. It's looking very good. We have designed our own little garden. Now I need to get some more of this and bring that going up to the door. I don't know what to put on all of this grass here. Maybe you can have like a little paddling pool or something if it's a family house. There's so much stuff you could do. It is crazy. I think I found the perfect thing, guys. We got a gazebo. Let's assemble this. This might look quite nice. Just next to the path here. Why not? We're experimenting. So how do I assemble this thing? I'm just going to click, press everything, and hope for the best. Hey, this is looking good. It's only a mini one apparently, so there's bigger ones than this. Put the screws in. I've got it on easy assemble mode just because the time consumption that it takes to make things like this is dreadful. So I want it to be nice and quick, but this is taking a long time already. Okay, let's put this on. Put those in there. Oh, we've got a chicken on top. Now that's what we're talking about. And look at that, guys. We've got a nice gazebo. So as you come down here, you've got the light shining on the little fountain there. You've got a little gazebo. We can have some tables and chairs underneath here. You can go around a little secret hideaway at the back, at the side of the house. Have some drinks. We have got a little bit of lawn here. And look at this, we've got all the patio done, we've got some shrubbery, some bushes. And then of course, don't forget the nice little pond feature with all of the flowers around it. That looks beautiful. There's still a lot more to do. I've got all of the back to do, but it's took me so long. I've spent 1 hour and 20 minutes recording this gameplay just to do that front. And I'm running out of time. So if you want to see more of this garden flip, if you want to see me decorate the back, I'll put all the brand new flooring down, get some nice little furniture, some beach tables and lounge chairs around here, maybe a barbecue, put some nice plants in this border here, get some lights and stuff. It's going to look awesome. So if you want to see that, then hit that like button, let me know down below. I need to put a gate on this side door as well, but I'm happy with the front of this house. The garden's perfect, not too much and definitely not too little. Perfect little garage entrance. I love the floor with the colour of this house. That's all I'm going to do for now. Thank you all for watching. Garden Flipper, great game, very fun. I could play this all day if I could. Check it out down below if you want to play it. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see more of this. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end it there and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye, guys. Oh, I wish I could live here in real life. Whew.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.